And it was some crazy work. And just with him and Devin working, it was crazy, entertaining work at that particular time.
Right there, Chrissy White. That's why we brought him back. Break. Short. Clean break.
I'm that good. None of these fighters could beat me. And if you sign up to fight me, good luck.
Sparring Shakur Stevenson, calling this session both intense and impressive, and praising the skill, technique, and performance displayed by both fighters. Interview. To their sparring.
Showcased that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney are evenly matched, trading
crazy numbers. It's going to be hard to break my record because you have so many people stealing. You know, so many people stealing.
Streaming, yeah.
Yeah, streaming. It's still stealing. They're not paying for it. They're free.
Their sparring.
Showcased that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney are evenly matched, trading powerful shots and going blow for blow with remarkable skill and precision. Floyd got heated with Bill Haney,
claiming that while his son Devin shows strength in the gym, he hasn't yet proven it inside the ring.
I'm saying you pop it 1,000 times. Think you was talking about that sparring. Think you beat niggas up in sparring. I didn't watch you beat niggas up. And when my son got down on you, you dig what I'm saying? You act like you tell us.
Bill,
no, you tell us. No, you
Bill,
tell us.
Bill. If your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter.
For Shakur, Stevenson expresses full confidence in his abilities, asserting that no fighter can beat him, though he welcomes anyone willing to step up and try.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear because a lot of people don't realize how great I am. I've been told them this. It's like you got to keep saying it over and over, and it's like, as I'm saying, it's like I'm wasting my breath because it's like people like, no, you know, oh, fight this guy. Oh, you won't do this to Teofimo Lopez. You won't it's a video of like me and when me and Cameron was going back and forth. He said something like, "Oh, take yourself up to 140 and fight Teofimo Lopez so he can knock your head off." And now it's like I did it, and like I said, now people getting to see what I done been saying from the
Shakur. Stevenson declares that he's ready to face anyone who calls his name, making it clear he isn't avoiding any challengers in the sport.
I'm like, nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. 2 days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned, somebody massaged him and did something to him. I don't know, all this that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of I am. I be like, but I know my wrongs. Like I understand. That's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like.
Recently analyzed the potential matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, highlighting the impressive achievements and legacy of both fighters. He pointed out that Stevenson has built an extraordinary career, becoming a 4-weight world champion, a 2-time lineal champion, and claiming 2 Ring magazine belts. These accomplishments showcase not only his skill and consistency, but also his dominance in the sport. Bernie emphasized that Stevenson's success reflects his technical mastery and adaptability across weight classes, proving he can excel against a wide range of opponents.
This combination of versatility and proven track record makes Stevenson a formidable challenge for anyone stepping into the ring.
Conor Ben comes into the ring, they talk, have some words, but Shakur Stevenson said, I want to put that same rehydration clause you put on Chris Eubank. Tell me, what did you get out of that moment in the ring?
Well, I heard on the press conference where I think it was his manager said that
that was a clown move, but I think Shakur invited that. I don't even know if I would have said all that about Conor being right then, but I think he really wants that fight. He really wants the money for the fight. He been saying that, and now he came through victorious. I think he really wants that money for that fight. He wants the money.
At the same time, Devin Haney has earned a reputation as a highly skilled and disciplined fighter, known for his speed, precision, and strategic approach in the ring. Bernie noted that Haney's abilities make him a worthy opponent, capable of challenging even the most accomplished champions. By examining the achievements of both fighters, Bernie emphasized the significance of a potential Stevenson versus Haney matchup, suggesting it would not only be a high-level contest of skill, but also a defining moment for both their careers and legacies.
Accomplishments, because now Shakur is a 4-weight world champion. Devin is a 3-weight world champion. Devin was undisputed, but now Shakur is a 2-time lineal champion. So he's a 2-time Ring Magazine winner. 2-time unified champion. If you want to add the ring, far as with the WBO, he was unified at 130. So he's a 2-time unified champion, 2-time lineal champion. Beat a guy like Teofimo Lopez, who rises to the occasion. Had a close fight with George Kambosos. You can make a claim that he was fighting out of frustration or out of emotion. And that was it. He was in his prime too. Josh Taylor seemed to be drained at 140. Not taken away from Devin, but he was already moving up to 47, they were saying. Lomachenko was...
Order breaks down a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney matchup as an incredibly close and thrilling fight. Both fighters are exceptionally fast, sharp, and intelligent in the ring, making it difficult to predict a clear winner. Porter likens it to a high-speed chess match, where victory depends not just on hand speed but also on mental acuity and the ability to quickly set up and capitalize on openings. He stresses that the fight would be intensely back and forth, with both men capable of creating opportunities in an instant. Ultimately, Porter suggests this bout would showcase skill, strategy, and precision at the highest level, keeping fans on the edge of their seats.
Shakur Stevenson.
Right?
I really don't know who I see beating him.
It's good.
The thing with that is it's an amazing fight because both guys are very quick, very intuitive, and very fast and sharp. I do lean with... I'm not even gonna pick a winner in that because this is my first time playing it in my head, and I just see it. It's just so back and forth, and it's that fast chess that we always talk about, and it's that fast chess, which it's gonna be slick.
What wins a fast chess match? What makes a difference?
Who's fastest? Yeah. Honestly, it's who's fastest, and it's also not just who's fastest with the hands, but also mentally to make that setup in that second move and capitalize the fastest. That's a fantastic fight.
You think we see it?
Love to see it.
Yeah, but do you think? I think so. I think we get it at maybe 140.
I'm not rushing that fight. And I don't think we get it at 140. I think if we get it at 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Shakur. Maybe Shakur's got, I don't know, maybe a couple fights, if not less than that, at 130. And then I think a blessing for us will be Shakur going after fighters, not going after belts, not going after a championship title, but going after belts, going after fighters. If he decides to go after fighters because it's getting him everything that he really did, turn pro.
File analyzed Shakur Stevenson's performance, focusing on his technical skill and overall dominance. He highlighted that from the very beginning, Stevenson controlled nearly every aspect of the fight.
While some anticipated a competitive bout with close rounds, Rafael noted that the match proved decisively one-sided, with Shakur consistently outperforming his opponent. His offense, defense, movement, and use of the jab were all exceptional,
showcasing a level of skill that left little doubt about the outcome.
I always felt like Shakur was going to win, and it was going to probably be a pretty comprehensive decision. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be, maybe it'll be 8-4, maybe it'll be 9-3, maybe the rounds will be somewhat competitive, but Shakur will win them because he's, as I said at the time, I felt like in every department, he was probably a little better than Teofimo, except maybe for the pure punching power. But I thought that was negated because I don't think that either one of them is a big puncher at 140 pounds. But it turned out that the rounds weren't even competitive. So, you can have a fight where the score could be, that wide, but you look at each individual segment of the fight and you're like, okay, there was competition. This wasn't like that. This was Shakur easily.
Emphasized that Stevenson's composure in the ring was extraordinary. Even when his opponent showed signs of a rally, Shakur stayed in control, using precise punches and smart positioning to maintain the upper hand. Rafael also noted that conventional assumptions about punching power were misleading, as Stevenson effectively neutralized any threats, landing clean, decisive shots while preventing his opponent from gaining momentum. The analysis highlighted Shakur's ability to dominate without relying on raw power, instead combining timing, accuracy, and ring IQ to command the fight. Rafael concluded that Stevenson's performance was more than just a victory. It was
a statement showcasing his skill, preparation, and strategic mastery, solidifying his status as one of the most technically accomplished fighters in the division.
Close. Like, there was never a moment in, like, other than that 1 or 2 rounds where you had to even think about who was the winner, because it's so very clear that Shakur was doing it on offense, doing it on defense, with movement, with his jab was spectacular. He actually, to me, the conventional wisdom is he's the bigger puncher, Teofimo, than Shakur. No, he wasn't. Teofimo never landed a telling shot the whole freaking fight, and he never had shown any kind of serious punching power at 140 since he arrived in the division, other than the first bout in the division where he scored a knockout over a journeyman opponent.
The way I watched it, I was just like, oh, not in awe, but like, you know, when you're watching something and go, like, I think the consensus was that Shakur would outbox, and I think people get confused when we say to outbox the opponent. It's people associate with back foot move.
No.
Oladipo analyzed Shakur Stevenson's current position in the boxing world, highlighting both his prominence and the challenges he faces with sanctioning bodies. Stevenson has established himself as one of the sport's biggest names, showing the ability to move up in weight classes while planning a return to 135 lbs. This versatility and confidence place additional pressure on organizations like the EBC, which are managing their own internal conflicts while navigating the demands of major figures in boxing.
WBC and responds to being stripped of a 135-pound title. This is a bit wild. It's a bit wild, and the reason it's a bit wild, so many different reasons actually, but one of the biggest reasons is that Shakur has always said, I want to go up to fight Teo, but I want to come back down to 135. So basically, he was almost telling the WBC, let me go up there, I will come back down. And with what the WBC are going through right now, and this battle with Zuffa, where, you know, they've got some real big players and power over there, and they're saying F the belts, and WBC are fighting, saying no, the belts mean stuff. The last thing you want to do is have a public spat, a public back and forth with one of the biggest names in boxing right now. But Shakur Stevenson is one of the biggest names in boxing. And the thing about Shakur as well, you piss him off, this guy will go straight to social media.
Oladipo explained that Shakur Stevenson has openly voiced his frustration with the WBC over a $100,000 sanctioning fee, making it clear on social media that he disagreed with their demands. Even though Stevenson's recent fights weren't for the WBC title, the organization's rules still require a champion to pay half the sanctioning fee, as if the belt were on the line. Aide described this as a questionable regulation, highlighting the ongoing tension between top-level fighters and sanctioning bodies. Despite these bureaucratic hurdles, Stevenson remains a high-profile figure whose decisions carry significant weight in the sport. His willingness to speak out, challenge expectations, and maintain elite performance underscores his influence and reinforces his status as one of boxing's most prominent and respected athletes.